Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do a Patreon request from this patron right here. Asked us to check out a band called Lillasyster. I'm gonna go with Lillasyster. And the name of the song is Krig. Now, when I saw this request on Patreon, I was intrigued by the band's name, Lillasyster. Wow, is this like the Henson Brothers, but all girls? This is what we're gonna get here? So I went on Metal Encyclopedia to see what they were about, because this kind of sounds like grindcore or something like that, or porno grind, something along those lines. There was no zero results found, so I was like, oh shit! We're going down a rabbit hole.
That is a nuclear warning sign.
I love that. We're going down a rabbit hole that I'm not sure I want to go down. So I went on Google and I searched for the band's name, and it came up that they're from Gothenburg, Sweden. They're a rock band from Gothenburg. Okay. You know, the great city of Gothenburg.
I thought Gothenburg was a country when you said it like that.
Really?
Yeah. Because you just said Gothenburg.
They're from Gothenburg. It's like me saying they're from Lisbon or from Helsinki.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you were expecting me to say the country first?
The country first, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that threw you off.
Yeah, because I thought Gothenburg was a country for a minute that I didn't know about.
Wow. When I hear of Gothenburg, the first thing that comes to my mind, besides the great metal and the great bands that have come out of Gothenburg, unlike... what was the other place that I didn't know? Hamburg. Unlike Hamburg, which I didn't know anything good that has come... Apparently, a lot of great things have come out of Hamburg, by the way. But unlike Hamburg, Gothenburg, I know a lot of great bands that have come out of Gothenburg. And I know about IFK Gothenburg. Because when I was a kid, there was all these great soccer teams that have gone the way of... I'm not saying they've gone the way of the dodo bird, because the teams, they still exist.
Yeah, but they've dropped down. It's like Nottingham Forest.
No, that's one of them. Steaua Bucharest is another one.
They got bankrupt or some shit like that.
Okay, so IFK Gothenburg is one as well. Galatasaray is another one.
No, they still... I mean...
Yeah, okay. What about Ferencváros?
Oh, from
Hungary.
Yeah, they were in the Champions League this year.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, they have they're doing a comeback?
I mean...
They had a comeback tour?
They crashed out of the group stage, but they were still there.
Mike, they were amazing when I was I mean, they were never really amazing, but they were consistently
a good team.
A good team. Same thing with Anderlecht from Belgium.
Were they kind of like the Shakhtar of now? Shakhtar is like a good team.
No, they were never the Shakhtar of now.
Oh, okay.
I think the Shakhtar of now was Anderlecht, because Anderlecht was consistently in the champion, because they were consistently winning their league, the Belgium league. I mean, it was pretty much them and Club Bruges. So it was like in Scotland, right? Like there was like two teams fighting,
yeah.
or like in Holland at the time, which was pretty much Ajax and Feyenoord. Was Ajax, PSV as well. PSV would kind of like swing into the middle there. But I remember Anderlecht was consistently every year in the Champions League, and every year they would play Benfica in the Champions League. So that's kind of how I remember that. Wow, we've gone down a real weird rabbit hole.
It's always fun to talk about some soccer stuff, because
yeah, it's true. It
doesn't happen often.
That is true. You know, speaking of Sweden and soccer, I had the pleasure of seeing Thomas Brolin play in person, in real live color, when he was playing at Parma. They played with Benfica in the semi-final, I think it was Cup Winners' Cup, and he was on that team.
Did you tell me Zola?
Zola was on that team. Asprilla from Colombia was on that team. I think, who else was on that team? Fernando Couto, I think, was on that team at the time. He already had gone from Porto to Parma. Both teams were sponsored by Parmalat. You know, the milk company?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was another team sponsored by Parmalat at that time. Oh, it was Palmeiras in Brazil. They were the three teams sponsored by the milk.
They were sponsored by the milk.
Yeah, they were sponsored by the milk. Got milk.
Got milk.
All right. On that note, are you ready for Lillasyster?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Det här är den låt jag ger dig, för du är så jävla skev. Jag ser dig varenda dag. Du har ett gift som gör mig svag, men det är ett serum som jag har för att överleva varje dag. Jag ser dig varenda dag. Jag måste äta upp ditt tjat. Din nåd träffar inte alltid rätt, men jag kan inte hata på ditt sätt. Men du kommer aldrig bli av med mig. Kommer aldrig bli av med mig. my god, jag är så jävla trött på dig. För du skär rakt igenom mig. Oh my god, du är min vän. Men det gör så ont i mig igen. Ibland är det skönt med en paus. Umgås vi för ofta så blir det kaos. För din person gör det jävligt trött. Du är det största asshole jag mött. Men du kommer aldrig bli av med mig. Kommer aldrig bli av med mig. När allting river dig isär. Panikångesten är där. Och du kan inte längre andas. När att du känner din misär. När alla hatar den du är. Då vet du att jag är där för dig. Jag kommer att gå ut i krig för dig. Jag går ut i krig för dig. Jag är den som står bredvid egen dig. Även om du bränner varenda bro, jag soy tu guerriero. När du känner dig vilsen vet jag var du bor, jag soy tu guerriero. För vi är band av brothers, bröder i blod. Jag soy tu guerriero. När allting river dig isär, panikångesten är där. Och du kan inte längre andas. När att du känner din misär. När alla hatar den du är. Då vet du att jag är där för dig. Jag kommer att gå ut i krig för dig.
All right, can I go first?
Yeah.
Let me settle myself in here. All right. Let me start off by saying some things that we need to address before we get into the music. The lead singer looks like John 5 after somebody steals his guitar. Like, you don't know who John 5 is. I'll show you. I'll show you who he is after. Incredible guitar player. He's the guitar player for White Zombie, but he does his own stuff as well. So, anyways, the lead singer, for those of you who know, I'm sure everybody but this douche knows who John 5 is. He looks just like John 5, perhaps after a bender, because he looks a little bit husky, more so than John 5. Then the other thing I want to say is that the drummer looked like Post Malone before the tattoos. He really had a little bit of the Post Malone.
So he was post Malone, like
No, he was pre-Post Malone.
pre-Post Malone.
Post Malone has even more tattoos. Yeah, so it's pre-Post Malone. He had the pre-Post Malone.
He's a pre-sequel of Post Malone.
He's a pre-Post Malone. Now he's a fan of Pink Floyd. You can tell by the T-shirt he's wearing. And if there's one wall that I can fully support, is Pink Floyd's wall.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he was wearing that shirt and not something else. But he definitely reminded me of pre-Post Malone. Last but not least, I'm not even going to hate it because this guy has balls of steel. If I look like the guitar player, there's no way. If I look like the way I do, there's no way I would be in a music video with no shirt on.
Yeah.
Let me just put that out there. You don't want to. If there's things in this world
You don't wanna see.
that you don't want to see before you die, or well, after you die, you can't see them anymore. If you can, you're in hell. Let's put it that way.
You know where you are if you can still see it.
If you can see me without a shirt on after you die, you're in hell. You know, you've been a bad boy. So let me just put this out there. I don't have the cojones, the testicular fortitude to not wear a t-shirt on video, on camera. This
Unless
guy,
I'm getting paid.
you really have to pay me.
But you
hefty.
gotta pay me
You have to pay me my weight, not in gold,
just
but
my weight.
but just my weight. But this guy has cojones of steel. Now, having said that, I don't think you can be in a music video shirtless when you look like that, because he looks badass.
Yeah, the tattoos on his stomach. And
When I saw, before the song starts, you see him without a shirt on, with a guitar. I'm like, Google said this was a rock band, but this guy looks like he's in a hardcore band.
Yeah, also, he made sure that everyone could see the tattoo on his stomach by playing the guitar really, really low.
What's the point of having that tattoo?
Exactly.
If you're gonna cover with
Which
your
is really
guitar?
cool, because I love it when they play really, really low, especially the riff he was doing.
I know. But what I'm saying to you is that when I saw him before the song starts, I'm like, wow, did Google get it wrong? Because he looks like he's in a hardcore band.
Google, you should never go to Google.
I thought this was going to be Harm's Way. There was going to be karate in the pit and all sorts of shit.
I know if they're not on Metal Encyclopedia, the next best place is not Google, it's Facebook.
All right, but anyways, it threw me for a loop there. Because I'm thinking rock, because that's what Google told me. And then I see him, no shirt on.
Guitar
like, wow,
really, really low.
This looks more hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Harm's Way, something along those lines. But then the song starts and I'm like, dude, put your shirt back on. The song is not, and we'll get into the song, but the song is not heavy enough
For you to have your shirt
for you
off.
to be shirts off. I mean, to me, there's certain things in life that are the unspoken rules, if you will. They're not written, but everybody understands that they exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're walking out of a building, you hold the door for the next person. That's the polite thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. Like don't fart in a crowded elevator, specifically if you're about to exit, and then leave it there for the ones that are staying behind.
That is the most dick move.
I know. There's
anyone can do.
It's just like there's certain things like that. They're not written down on. It's not law. It's not like you're gonna get a fine if you do it. But it's the right thing and the wrong things to do. So if you're in a band and you're in a video and your band plays this style of sound, put a shirt on.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules. I'm just here to enforce them.
The face paint also didn't kind of match it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. John 5. I'll show you who John 5 is.
Oh, I was going to say like one of the Insane Clown Posse guys.
Oh, no. Once you see a picture of John 5, you're going to be like, yeah, that's John 5 on a bender.
No, but I'm talking about just the face paint in general. He's one of the...
Insane Clown Posse?
Yeah.
I can't stand those guys. But
Really?
Anyway... So I really don't. But anyways, moving on. I just felt like every time that I would see him and the song does not generate karate in the pit, I'm like, dude, put a fucking shirt on. Just put a shirt on. The song is not badass enough. It doesn't call for shirts off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you losing by 3 goals in a Champions League final and you going shirts off in the stands. Yeah. No. You put your shirt back on, you sit yourself down, and you just drink some beer and just wallow in your misery. That's what you need to do. Shirts off, 3-0 is for the team that's winning. Leave it for them. They deserve it. You know, not that the fans did anything to deserve it, but they deserve it. I know, because I've been there. And the only time you pull shirts off if you're losing is if you do a huge comeback, like Liverpool in the Champions League against AC Milan, since we're on the whole football theme.
Or Belgium against Japan in the World Cup.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
You remember Belgium came back, they were losing, I can't remember, like 2-0 or something?
I know, but the Liverpool AC Milan Champions League final, that one is absolutely epic.
Yeah.
That one is... There's all sorts of epicness surrounding that final. So anyways, I just want to say that. Now, getting into the song... I like the track. It's a hard rock track. It has a nice vibe to it. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Alter Bridge.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff that I used to listen to. Not stuff that I currently
You never listened to Alter Bridge.
Alter Bridge was a genre that I used to listen to. Not Alter Bridge themselves, but that was a genre.
The genre that they were in?
That they were in.
That they're
still in. Yeah, that's stuff I used to listen to, not that I listen to anymore.
I think there's only like one song from Alter Bridge that you'll like.
Yeah, it's Edge's theme song.
That's it.
That's the only thing they did right. And when they played, I'm like, who the fuck are these guys?
We went to see we didn't go to see them. They were one of the bands. We went to see Disturbed.
And we were listening and we were like, these guys are ass. And then I just start hearing Edge's theme song. I'm like, holy shit, they do Edge's theme song.
That was the only song you got up for.
Oh, that was
during the whole set. During the whole set.
I could have gone shirts off for that song.
See, but that would have been a mistake. Because then you would have to put the shirt back on and look at everybody around you and, once again, wallow in your pity. So
of listening to the rest of their set.
set.
I would have been shirts off if it was the last song on their set.
Oh, but then you're shirts off because you're happy that they're finished.
Exactly, and I can keep the shirt off.
Okay, but having said that, these guys actually, they sound good. They reminded me of Alter Bridge. I'm not saying they sound just like them, but a little bit edgier Alter Bridge, if you will.
And also, they don't speak English.
which actually made the song better.
Yeah, because if they spoke English, it would have been like anything else.
If they spoke English, that would be just like
I've
throw
heard
in
this so many times,
in any Sirius XM Octane band into the mix, and that would be it.
Exactly.
You know, like what's the difference between them?
It's cool. It's different.
Yeah, what's the difference between if they were in English? What's the difference between Alter Bridge or Tremonti or I don't know, 3 Days Grace?
Exactly.
You know, Three Doors Down, whatever. All these bands that started with numbers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like it would have been just another run of the mill kind of.
But
band.
since they're in Swedish, it's different.
Yeah, and they had a little bit more of an edge to them. The Swedish aspect really made a difference for me because I vibed to the song more. So overall, it's a cool track. It's not something that I necessarily
I'm
gravitate
gonna listen to again.
No,
because...
it's a little bit out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, but it's a good song.
Today, like if you probably showed me this song 20 years ago, I probably would have been a little bit more into it.
If you showed me this song at the start of our channel, I would have been more into it.
During that time period, I was going through a hard rock phase that I was really enjoying hard rock. Not that I don't enjoy hard rock bands anymore, but not as much in a consistent basis. I can, it's like meatloaf. I can have it once in a while. Not the band, the food. Once in a while, but it's not something that I wake up.
I wouldn't say.
You like meatloaf.
I like meatloaf.
I know, but me, I never do I wake up in the morning and I turn to your mother and I say, "Could you make some meatloaf today?" It's never happened, and we've been married for a very long time. Never happened. Now, shrimp,
but
pizza.
her meatloaf is good though.
Her meatloaf is good, but it's not one of my favorite dishes. It's not like my go-to dish.
It's not a 5-star restaurant, my friend. Okay,
no,
this is our living room.
I know, but I'm just saying that it's not a dish that I like. She makes it good. I like it. I eat it. I normally go back for seconds, but it's not a dish that like if I'm at death row and they ask me what's your final meal, I'm not gonna say meatloaf. It's not happening. I'm gonna go with surf and turf. I want some shrimp. I want some lobster.
Just buckets.
I have buckets. Just bring me. I want to eat it until I shit myself to death.
Fuck, I feel
you
bad
don't need to fry me. You just shit myself to death.
I would literally say I feel bad for all the people in the room who has to watch you get electrocuted because the smell of you after you're electrocuted.
It's gonna smell like barbecue shrimp.
It's gonna smell like barbecue shrimp.
Is that a bad thing? You put
The
some
people who
Diana
don't like-
barbecue sauce on it, and boom.
All the people who
Bob's
don't
your
like shrimp.
uncle. Who doesn't like shrimp? Fuck. All right, guys. On that note, come back tomorrow. Unless you've unsubscribed halfway through this video.
because we went completely different places.
I know, it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. I'm going to check the analytics on this video, and I'm sure I'm going to see a huge drop in subscribers. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We're not here for you. We're here for us. On that note, come back tomorrow so you can be here for us as well. See what I did there?
Fuck.
See ya, guys.
See ya.